Linda Lippin Pilates, Strong Bones Pilates, and the Pilates Teacher Mastermind. Um, this video, however, is not about any of that. I just wanted to share with you some of the crazy ineptitude that I've been dealing with from New York State of Health and Fidelis Care. So I, as a self-employed human, get my insurance off of the exchange. And last year I had Fidelis Care for a chunk of the year, really liked my plan, really liked my doctors, really, loved the customer service. And in fact, I switched my husband over to a Fidelis Care Medicare plan this year, which we've been really happy with. And I continued myself on the same silver Fidelis plan. So we were all good for January and February. And then at the end of February, somebody at New York State of Health had a typo. And the typo changed a 3 in my income to a 6, which upped things enough to take away most of my tax credits. Of course, I saw this. I immediately appealed. I had all of the information for them. I have a great accountant. We were all good. And my appeal was scheduled for the end of April. But then they made a typo again on my phone number. So on that day in April, I got no phone calls because New York State of Health was calling somebody else. So I fixed that. Finally got the phone number fixed and had my appeal hearing telephone rescheduled for the end of May. So on that day, I get a phone call before the appeal. And it is a representative from New York State of Health basically saying to me, "Hey, Linda, we realized that we made a mistake and we fixed the mistake. However, their mistake added like $400 a month to my health insurance premium. And for some reason, even though they fixed the mistake, they never backdated the correction to March and April of 2022. So I was like, all right, we still have to have the appeal hearing. And we did. And I won. And I got notice from the state on like May 25th that basically said, you won. We need to readjust your premiums at Fidelis for March and April back to, your big tax credit. And I was like, great. So I wait a couple weeks and I call Fidelis and they're like, we've gotten nothing from New York State of Health. So I call New York State of Health and they say, oh, but we sent it to Fidelis. And I'm like, well, so send it again. They're like, okay. They give me a reference number. I wait a couple weeks. I call Fidelis. Nope, haven't gotten anything. Oh, wait, we did get something from New York State of Health. But it turns out that New York State of Health has not been sending my revised information that my tax credits do need to be backdated for March and April. No. They've been sending Fidelis the old information without showing that I had won the appeal. So that led me to contacting my state representative's office, Deborah Glick's office, over the weekend. Also led me to contacting my New York City Council person, Christopher Marte's office, over the weekend. And I kind of figured out the Fidelis CFO's email address just based on Fidelis Care emails. And I sent an email over to him. Then I had a phone call this morning with a consumer advocacy group that solely deals with communication between New York State of Health and the insurance companies. Because somehow, when I talked to New York State of Health, They're like, oh, we see you won the appeal. We're sending the information to Fidelis. And when I talked to Fidelis, they said today that they had gotten the wrong information from New York State of Health. So, my friends, if you guys know anybody in the C suite at New York State of Health or at Fidelis and want to help a girl out, I could use that. I would really just like to deal with a high level executive manager who can just take care of things. Somebody who has an email, somebody who has a fax or a phone number with an extension who I can call back and who I can send stuff to because I have proof that I won the appeal. I have the number amounts. I have all of it, but I am not allowed to be an intermediary for my own benefit in this case. So there you go. Just wanted to share that with you because sometimes stuff works and sometimes it really, really doesn't and is a giant hassle. So I hope you're having a great day. And again, if you know anybody I could call, DM me, leave me a comment, shoot me an email at linda@lindalippin.com and let me know. I will talk to you soon. Bye.